a tinderbox. I wonder. No. No. Nope. It's that room I couldn't go through. That's what it is. Just double checking if I missed anything here. No. What am I missing? Is it the tar? Okay. No. This is really going to get on my nerves if I can't figure it out. Meat. It's just meat I have.
Who are you to question me?
How are things coming? Not many orbs are left. They sometimes been used by an Amnesia. I was lucky. The orb I found spared my life and returned to where I found you. I know because Alexander took it and brought it to Brennan.
There's gotta be something up here. That's gotta be it.
I was a brave man and dared to proceed where I did not. He unearthed a number of cavern temples and gathered a whole collection of orbs. But unlike every other finder since the fall of the slave thing, he was able to unshackle the heart you and I connected with the orbs. He used them and was able to travel far and wide, beyond the world itself.
There we go, now it's fixed. I thought it was an item that I was missing. Okay, so I have like a quarter of oil left, give or take, and about 8 more of the little matches. But now with this, we can actually start opening up those doors and start getting the orb pieces. Is it just one at a time, or can it be both? Nope, it's both. And said goodbye to...
Daniel, you have gone too far. I have to stop you. I can't let you proceed any further. I'm sorry, my friend.
Say goodbye to that upper floor, because we're not coming back to it.
Dad, good to see you. You got the doors open? Good going. I knew you could do it.
Okay. And now to go get the orb pieces. The meat. And if we pull this up, I think we have just a bone. Or the remains. What was this for again? Covered in mucus. Ugh. Okay, we can close that up. We don't need to go in there anymore. The transept. Okay. Now we're getting the next part of the orb. Oh, the first part. I just...
How much more, Baron? How much more am I supposed to withstand? Kill me already! Kill me!
This one, prepare him.
Okay, 3 rooms, each with an orb piece. Ugh. Oh, duh. I forgot I had fuel. So I'm a little bit happier. The kidnapper sat on her knees with her hands tied behind her back. She felt her hands being lifted and her body followed. Her shoulders gave away to the weight of her own body and cracked loudly. The suspended woman cried hysterically as the men contemplated their next step. Ugh. And unfortunately... Oh. There's the orb piece and... If you do all... Yeah. Yeah, you hear their last moments. Ugh. Get off my screen. Get off my screen, please. Thank you. But that's the first part, and I'm not going to do that again.
Let me go!
The cradle is ready.
Good.
You're a man! How can you partake in this?
Is he all right?
He is one of the wicked. Don't pay his lies any attention.
I'm not a bad man! It was an accident!
He set a man on fire.
It wasn't my fault! Why won't anyone listen?
That's horrible.
Of course. We are dealing with monsters here.
Oh, that's worse. That's worse.
Anything! I'll do anything! I'm innocent!
Yeah, I'm not looking at that anymore. Okay, here's the second piece. Ugh. I'm not gonna say much. But yeah, got all three pieces. Ugh. Constantly changing. Like he said in one of the earlier diary entries, the pieces were always changing, or the ones that he had, and it took a while for him to... Was there something here? This I don't remember. Tinderbox. A note. I really don't want to read this, but I'm reading the notes. There are quite a few things to be said about torture. I had figured that the reaction I would get from the victims would be highly individual. Thankfully, this was not the case. The humans all had a very similar approach to dealing with physical pain and the terror of anticipation. I can't stress enough the importance of restraining the victims before proceeding. Even the most timid creatures can break out in fits of violence where their strength exceeds their expected prowess. If proper care has been put into breaking the victims, this should be not a problem, but it will also hinder the effect I am after. The right steps to take are, therefore, to restrain while the victim is still dazed, proceed by presenting the form of torture you are about to apply, and then to continue with the actual act. The point of presentation is to infuse terror. The human mind is extremely efficient, and as it will trigger itself into greater fear simply by imagining it. While applying pain, make sure to avoid massive damage, as well as it will prove more efficient if the prowess can be sustained. Also apply the pain. Okay, I can't read this anymore. Ugh. Is it you, my love, I miss the most, or is it perhaps myself? I know what I have become. I am not blind. I am a monster to them, a demonic sultan perched on a dark mountaintop. There is little I can do to redeem myself. The Black Eagle fears me, and after Napoleon's defeat, it is only a matter of time before they will demand my head on a platter. I must remove myself from this land. This time it must work. If I can't return home now, I shall perish. Ugh. Got some string, more oil, and I'll stop it right here for now. I'm going to continue this. But I need to take a quick minute. So I'll see you guys later. Welcome back, everyone, to Amnesia: The Dark Descent. I'm pretty much starting off right where I left off during the last recording. Last time I pretty much read Notes on Torture. That's it. And I'm lost. Was it this way? Okay, so no it isn't. No it isn't. I don't want to see that again. Okay, where was I? Right. Oh, that's right. We've picked up the first 3 pieces, and during the notes, during the diary entries from the earlier, all the pieces of the orb are all of different texture and color. Ugh. Something was in my mouth there for a second. I was about to freak out because I actually didn't save at all during between sessions. If that happened, if I crashed, I would have been very angry. Okay, but back to where we were.
How are things coming? You seem to have found all the old pieces used.
Go to fire and find the rest. Yeah, that's where I'm headed right now. Okay. But now we're getting the other 3 pieces of the orb, and don't know if we'll be finishing this session actually. Who knows? In court, the Order of the Black Eagle spew their politics at each other while I sit quietly in place, woefully forgotten. Once in a while, someone will notice me and lose themselves in a silent cower before regaining their senses. They all know I am the one and the same Alexander who helped their fathers and grandfathers to found this great order. I've seen them take their fathers' places, and they too will grow old and pass away, while I remain the same, aged not by time, but by anguish. Agrippa channels Weyer. Weyer taunts me from the other side. I trusted him with my true reasons for my efforts, and still he insists on releasing Agrippa. How an enlightened man can show such lack of compassion in a seat of power disgusts me. I can't bring myself to part from Agrippa, as he is, and has been for centuries, my only link to the worlds beyond. Weyer claims he tries his best to release me from my banishment, but that he needs me to give him Agrippa first, so he too can help. If he could guarantee success, I would happily oblige, but how am I to part from him if my return might be denied? I know what they are capable of. I have seen their deception. Optimism is a most hopeless feeling, but I must retain it. I shall prepare for his release. To release Agrippa without killing him, Weyer told me to feed him a tonic made from a paralyzer, vitae, and a tempter. The poisonous fungi should work as a paralyzer if I can find the internal gland from a large specimen. The choir seems to be a fertile grounds for this sort. I should be able to extract its contents with the proper tools. The vitae could be extracted as usual from any agonized human victim's blood. I just need large amounts to distill it properly. Remember to collect this during the next Tempter, on the other hand, will prove more difficult. I don't think it exists in this world. Simply writing the word with these letters looks wrong. I believe it's a proper inscription in the water-dwelling cairn. I will have to address Weyer with this as he will have to supply me with a host. Also, a properly prepared well should suffice to contain it. So, last session I actually fed a bit of meat to one of those things, and here it is. The remains are actually the tempter that we need. Now we're here for the next three pieces of the orb. And now that I think about it, I'm going to have to go back again to that previous area for the blood. Ugh.
The 15th of August, 1839. The blood wards are failing. The shadow beckons, and its cry disarms my actions. Hurry. No time to spare. You have to kill another. Alexander produces a knife. He wants me to cut the flesh. Do it. Save yourself. He is a murderer, Daniel. He is evil. A cold-blooded killer. Hurry.
Right?
Alexander, you must let me be. I have to concentrate. Pick the man, cut the lines, cut the flesh, watch the blood spill, let it come. Please, I didn't do anything. Pick the man, cut the lines, pick the man, cut the lines. Please, the man cries. Now you sleep. I did well. One life for another. You hear me, guardian of the orb? I did all this for you. Now, once more, withdraw your shadow from my domain. Alexander, there isn't much time. I can feel it. We must act swiftly. I will do whatever it takes.
I forgot about that. But you can see, you're starting to see why. I know I mentioned that last part. Oh no, Jesus Christ. Great.
What are my intentions, Daniel? Salvation. It used to be yours, but now you only seek misplaced revenge. How do you justify your violence? Is it for the greater good? Are you doing the world a service? It is you who caused all this pain and death. If you had accepted your fate and submitted to the orb when you first discovered it, none of this would have happened. It is curiosity in league with your selfishness that is killing us both.
Okay, I think for now I'll just get the other 3 orbs and just call this a session. I'm also going to follow what I did last time I played this. I just stayed by the walls, that's it. I just stayed by the walls for this whole part. Because I didn't want to deal with any surprises, I think. I don't remember. We're also going to get the well, first of all, we're going to run out of oil, but we're also going to get the fungus for the oh shit. Oh no, no, no. Okay then, the forger stood absolutely still. The casket had been closed, but a faint light made its way inside. A myriad of spikes pointed at him, glittering as he waited for his body to slip just for a moment. His knee jerked and he felt blood trickle down his leg. In pain, his head fell slightly forward. It took him a while to realize his eyes been... Ugh. Okay, where's the orb? There it is. Piece number 4. Right. Okay, now where is the next one? I won't cross the bridge yet. I want to see if I can find any other doors around here. For a second, I thought that was... Okay, so I gotta cross 2 bridges. Looks like I'm dead. Come on. Oh, okay, I think I escaped. Still closing behind me, just in case.
The wheel is good for keeping your victims still during the procedure. They can be bound around the circumference or simply stretched across, tying limbs to the spokes and rim. All tools are by this point useful, and you may administer the torture in any way you like. But the forte of the wheel is the gaps. When you have decided that the victim shall die, you can smash their limbs with a hammer, making them fold in between the frame.
But they'll die. Too quickly, I mean.
No, don't worry. The human body is much more resilient. They can survive for days until they finally succumb.
And here's piece 5. I'm not going to bother reading. Gonna just avoid the torture scenes. Okay, one more piece, and we're supposed to get the poison mushroom spores. Where do I go? Where do I go? Oh, shoot. Nope. But yeah, the monsters are becoming more common now, trying to stop us. Okay, he saw me. I'm running. Oh! Shoot. I thought I ran far away. I thought it was for a... Ugh. Okay, where does this throw me at? Do I... Yes, I still have the other 2 pieces. I'm happy. But I still need the mushroom spores. few cuts and bruises. You know, just in case. Full health. Nothing, nothing. Anything here? No, this is the other side of that hole, or pit. Which means, oh, here's our mushroom too, actually. Break open, can I? There we go. The poison mushroom gland and the remains. Actually, now that I can remember, yeah, I'm going to have to go back to that previous room. Where are... Oh, right, you're gonna be inside, aren't you? The traitor did not know what to think of the brass bowl as he was forced to enter it. Only when the heat of fire began to scorch his skin and cook his flesh did he realize it was to be his tomb. His screams of pain echoed inside the brass chamber and traveled through the complex instrument which was the bull's head. Outside, the men could hear the brazen bull bellow. Open it up, and it's not in here? Oh. Where's that orb? Oh, it was right here. Okay, so I've got everything I need in this area. Now all that's left is just to get out of here. Yeah, okay, I know I'm being chased, but I'm just running directly for the exit. There's the door. Okay. Unfortunately, I gotta go back to the sawing one from the first area and get the blood there. And I think I'll just... It's gonna be shorter than the others, but I think I'll just call this one a session after I get that blood. Because the
I didn't get it. Incredible. You found bioresin.
yeah, I know. But those instances of the game going into a not responding, it kind of freaks me out, so I'm just gonna grab the blood, exit, and we'll call it a session for now. I think it was this one. Yeah, it was this one. I've got to deal with this too. The rapist hanged upside down, his tears soiled with the blood flowing from his belly. The saw between his legs had lodged itself in the hip and wouldn't move any further. The men stepped back and waited for the victim to drain. Read that, open this, get the blood. We've got all the ingredients. Ugh. Alright everyone, so tune in next time when it's the actual last session. I think we're pretty close to the ending of this game now. So goodbye everyone.